Hey Math Aces, and welcome to Mr. Ace Math. In this video, we're going to go over a quick example of how to find the GCF. We're going to follow these 3 steps and we're going to find the GCF, or greatest common factor, for the numbers 24 and 36. And over here I have my workspace in case we need any extra room to do some calculations. So let's get started. To find the greatest common factor for 24 and 36, the first thing we're going to need to do is list all the factors for each number. In case you don't know, factors are numbers that can go evenly or without a remainder into another number. So what I'll do is, I'll split my workspace into 2 columns. And on the left side here, I'll find all the factors for 24. And in this column, I'll find all the factors for the number 36. So let's start with 24. And the best way that I feel to do this is by using something called factor pairs. In other words, I'll find a pair of numbers that I can multiply to get the number I'm looking for, which is 24. And I also think the best way to start it is with the number 1 and the number itself. So we'll start with 1 times 24. On this side, the numbers should increase in value. And when that happens, we should see the numbers decrease in value on this side. So after 1, we'll go to the number 2. Can 2 go into 24? It sure can. That means it's going to be the next value in the list of factor pairs. So I'll write 2 times, and what times 2 will give us 24? That's 12. So I'll write 12 here. Next, we've got the number 3. Can 3 go into 24? Absolutely. So we'll write 3 times, and then 3 times what will give us 24? Well, that's 8. So I'll put 8 right here, because 3 times 8 equals 24. Notice the pattern. On this side, the numbers are going up in value, and on this side, the numbers are going down in value. That's important because there's a key indicator that tells us when we're done, and I'll go into that in a second. After 3 is 4. Can 4 go into 24? Absolutely. So we'll write 4 times, and then what times 4 will give us 24? Well, that's 6. So I'll write that here next to 4. And what number is after 4? Well, that's 5, but 5 can't go into 24. After 5 is 6, but it's already here. And since we see the number already there, that's our sign that our factor pairs would start repeating, and that means we're done. So our factors for 24 are all here. And another thing I tell my students to do is to write them in order from least to greatest neatly, so there's no confusion. So I'll write my factors for 24 in this row here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. And just like that, we found all of our factors for 24. Now let's write all of our factors for 36. And again, the best thing to do is to start with the number 1 and itself. So I'll write 1 times 36. And then we'll go to 2. 2 can go into 36 because 2 times 18 will give us 36. How about 3? Yeah, 3 can go into 36. And 3 times what gives us 36? Well, that's 12. And again, notice the pattern. The numbers on the left side are increasing in value, while the numbers on this side are decreasing in value. So now we've got 4, and can 4 go into 36? Absolutely. So we've got 4 times, and 4 times what gives us 36? Well, that's 9. Can 5 go into 36? No. Can 6 go into 36? It absolutely can. And that would be 6 times 6. 7 can't go into 36. 8 can't go into 36. 9 can. But 9 is already there. And that means we're done. Because all that would happen is our factors would just repeat in the opposite order. And this means we can write all of our factors for 36 in order from least to greatest right here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and because this is the same value, I don't need to write it here twice. Writing it one time is absolutely perfect. After 6 is 9, 12, 18, and finally 36. So now we're done with step 1, and we can move on to step 2, which is to circle all the common factors listed. So everything that we see in the list of factors for 24 and the list of factors for 36 we'll circle. Since both rows have a 1, we'll circle 1. We can circle 2. We can circle 3. We can circle 4. We can circle 6 because it's in both rows. We can't circle 8 because it's not here. We can't circle 9 because that's not here. We can circle 12 because that's in both rows. And I believe that's it, Math Aces, because none of the other numbers are in both rows. So we're done with step 2. And finally, step 3 is to look for the biggest circled number because that's the biggest factor that they have in common. And that is the number 12. So we could say our final answer for the GCF, or greatest common factor, of 24 and 36 is the number 12. And we're done. So there you have it, Math Aces, a detailed example of how to find the greatest common factor for these two values. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I would love to help you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in math class.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Questions? Comments? Leave them down below.
And thanks for using Mr. Ace Math. Don't just pass math, ace it.